guys, welcome back to my channel, Life as Maya.
Can't focus on me.
Hi guys, welcome back. I'm so glad you guys are back watching. This is my first video post since hitting 1,000 subscribers. Like, first of all, I can't even believe that happened. Hitting 1,000 subscribers, less than a year ago when I posted my first video. My first video that is uploaded right now. Like, I had other YouTube videos and then I deleted them because I was so embarrassed by them, but I should have just kept them up because it's like the progression of everything, but it is what it is. I just want to start this video off by saying like thank you to anyone who like watches my videos. Thank you to anyone who just subscribed. Thank you to people who like, comment, interact. Like, I don't even believe, like, YouTube has always been a dream for me. Forget Instagram, TikTok, all those other things. Like, I love YouTube. I'm an avid YouTube watcher and I just had so many ideas. So to think that I finally took that step and did it, and like it's landed me 1,000 subscribers less than a year of me like taking it serious and starting, like, I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. Like, I 1,000 subscribers, that is actually insane to me. So I just want to say, guys, like, I'm just gonna keep going. Like, I was saying I said road to 1,000 subscribers, and now it's like a road to 100K. Like, I want that plaque. Please do not play with me. Like, all the other little milestones, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20, all of that is cute, but like, I just feel like, what's 99K more? What's 99K more? We can do 100,000 subscribers, and I'm just ready to take I'm just ready to take myself serious and like do it. Like, I'm just, yeah. So I just want to start the video off by saying thank you. Thank you guys for watching, subscribing, and also just having faith in me as well. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just so grateful, and like, if I could give every 1,000 subscriber a hug, I would. Cause like, it's not even like, to me it is a big deal. Like, to other people it might not be a big deal. Like, okay, you got 1,000 subscribers and what? But it's like, I know what it is on YouTube. Like, to subscribe to someone's channel, it's like, I'm interested, I'm intrigued. Let's have some community. Let's build on this. So like, the fact that you guys want to come on this crazy life journey with me, I'm just grateful for that. That's all I can say right now. It's just like, thank you guys. Thank you so much. And if you are watching this video and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? How are you on the episode of 1,000 subscribers and you ain't subscribed? Please subscribe right now. Yeah, so also I just want to give like an update video on like what's going on with me. Even if you watch like my first video to now, like, I think I've changed so much in each of those videos, and I haven't like shared deeply about my life just yet, but like, obviously I will. Actually, one episode I did, like, I kind of gave like a life update on where I was. I think it was the Life as Relying on God video, but episode where I did Life as Relying on God, I had shared so much things and probably said things that I shouldn't have, but I'm also just like an avid oversharer, and then I regret the moment I overshare. But I don't know, I feel like that's just a gift of mine. I think the things that I've experienced, I don't mind sharing because I know that it can help someone. Someone who's been ashamed of their past, someone who has done something that they regretted. So I think I need to be more careful in the setting that I do things. But yeah, I can't remember everything I said in that video. But as of now, I just want to update you guys on what's going on in life right now, what's next for me, and etc. If you saw, I just posted a short, not just posted a short, but I posted a short like a week or two ago. And I just got baptized. So that was huge for me because I've always had like a relationship with God. Like, I've always believed in God. I was raised Christian. I've always had a relationship with God to the point where, like, when relationship to the extent of like, pray, know I love God, say I'm a Christian. But on a deeper level, no. And in college, that's when I really started exploring my relationship with God, and just like I just felt like college was like my foundation of what I believed in. Like I was praying to God, I was leaning on God a lot, but I also was very worldly. Like I was still living in the world, drinking, smoking. I just said I overshare, so I'm not gonna go too much deeper. But I was just doing things that I know that I've always felt guilty of. But I purposely was just like, I don't care. Like I was pushing all of those things to the side. I just didn't care enough to like give my life fully to Jesus. Like it didn't matter to me. I'm like, I got fun. And yeah, the more and more you get into that type of habit, the more you just don't really feel the Holy Spirit, the more you don't become convicted of things, the less guilty you feel, and you just become living in the world. You just be in the world. But even throughout all those things, like I was in life group, I was going to church, like I was still praying to God when like I felt like I needed him, but like that was the basis of our relationship. Like I would pray and go to church, but which I'm just like, that's actually crazy that in college I still was choosing to go to church, because I did not have to. I was going to church. I did like youth groups. I was doing youth ministry. I was doing like the baby watch, the daycare of church. Like I was still heavily involved in church, which I'm just like, props to me, because even living that life, I was still like felt called to do more, you know? So yeah. Okay, one moment. I just want to clarify. I wasn't saying props to myself for still living in the world and going to church. No, I was saying props to myself for still like desiring that relationship with God, even though I know I wasn't living the life that he has desired for me. But like the fact that I still got up, still was getting into church, has ultimately led me to the faith that I am in now, or the degree of the faith I am in now. That's actually crazy, because I could have been sleeping in on Sundays. And I was doing life groups. Like I still had the community around me. But now looking at my relationship with Jesus now and like what it is, I'm like, wow, like this is a deep relationship with God. Like I'm so grateful for where we are now. But nothing even crazy had to happen. Like, it was just a moment. Like there was just like a moment in college where I didn't know if I was going to freaking graduate. Like, I didn't know if I was going to be able to go another semester because of finances. And, like, someone prophesied to my mother and was like, Shemaya will never have to pay another semester of college. And I was like, I don't know how that's going to happen, because I was paying out of pocket every semester. And it got to the point, like, after they told my mom that, like, I didn't pay for another semester in college. And I was just like, that had to be God. Like, that had to be God. I would journal like all these things that I want and make these very specific prayers, and I watched them all come to pass. Like I had a very, very specific relationship with God. At least that's what it felt like in that season of just like I would trust God, I would journal, I would pray to him, and I believed in these things, and I watched them come to pass. And looking in hindsight, I remember saying like, oh, I was going through a whole bunch of college. Like, I used to go through it in college. But, like, in hindsight, those things were happening so quick. Like, I might have been going through it, really, really going through it for, like, a month or two. And then God would come through. And I think at that phase, that's all I could handle. And I think God knew that's all I could handle. But when I graduated college, I need water. But when I graduated college, I was just, like, I had got a job that was paying the salary that I desired. I had been able to move in with my uncle for a little, because he lived really, really close to my job. I was able to move with him for a little, save, and it was just working out. Everything was just working out like it should. Like it felt like everything was working out the way it should. But I just got so, like, I don't even want to put depressed in there, but I was just like so down bad because I didn't enjoy the job I accepted. Like, I didn't expect it to be anything that it was. I was put in such a high position coming in out of college. I was like way older people who were older than me, supervisor, boss, go to, payroll, schedule, emergency happened, this what you gotta do. Like, it was just so much. And for me, I was just like, who, like, they didn't tell me that this is what I was signing up for, and I just felt so bamboozled, and I was just like, God, like, why would you put it in such a nice little cute package, and it had everything I wanted, it was in the location I wanted, and it's hurting me so bad. And I was just like, okay, I know God, me and him got this relationship, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna write it in my journal, and I'm gonna believe in it to happen. And when God didn't respond to me as fast as he normally did, I was like, what's going on, right? And so, not normally, but I mean, I just feel like I could have chose a million other ways, which I did. Like, I tried to take things into my own accord. Like, I was trying to use my network that I thought I built and apply to other jobs, and yeah, and it just was not working out. And it just got to a point where I was like, God, I have to trust you. Like, you are legitimately the only way I'm going to be able to get out of this. And I'm still working that same job, but it's just so different now because, like, I know that God has me here for a reason, whatever that reason is, and I have to be okay with knowing that I might not ever know the reason God chose this job for me, right? But I just look at it so differently now because I trust him. And the reason I trust him is because I know him. And the reason I know him is because I read his word. And I know, like, Jesus can decide to show up in a multitude of ways in your life. And just because you have a relationship with him and one that looks like one way for one season, he could be developing another part in you and showing up in a different way. And I said that to say, I thought I had God figured out. I thought I had, like, this is me looking back now. Obviously, in those moments, I didn't think, oh, I got the magic plan, da da da. I just thought I had got figured out. I thought we had developed a relationship to where, like, oh, this is our relationship. But when he wasn't showing up as fast for me, and I really had to work the skill of, like, really trusting God. Like, when you cannot see what's in front of you and you just have to consult God every step and trust that he has a bigger plan for you. And even if he's put you in a position where you don't really like that, you have to just trust that there is a better plan. The only reason I got that far in my thinking is because I read his word, I fasted, I prayed, I cried, I think it really hit for me when I began praying for, like, not even tangible things, like just praying for peace, praying for reassurance, praying for those types of things. And I saw, like, the same job, the same people, the same circumstances, but there was a new peace that, like, came with that, like, literally peace that surpasses all understanding. And I don't know, I feel like God really had to develop that in me before bringing me to the next place. And I don't know what that next place will be like, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, so okay, all of that to say, these last 2 years of working this job, and it's not just centered around this job, but these last 2 years, because of this job, I've really had to learn to trust God. And in order to trust him, I had to get to know him more than ever, and just being deep in his word. I can't even, like, I still went to church and stuff, but I can't even say, like, I was in a community of other Christian women because I work nights. So, like, I got to do one season of life group, and I couldn't make them all because work was in the way. And so, like, it really was just me and God. Like, for these last 2 years, it really has just been me and God, and me being intentional with getting to know God. And even, like, looking back at that, it's like, I just can't believe that it was God. Like, the fact that I even had the willpower, the desire, the determination to keep chasing after a relationship with God, even when I felt like he wasn't responding to me, and still developing this relationship, I just knew, like, oh, this is no longer just the way of life I'm living because I was raised this way. No, this is the way of life I'm living because, like, God, you can have me. You can have me. Like, down, like, me living where I live with no family in the apartment that I'm in and all these things that he's provided, like, that, I could never see this for myself. So the fact that I'm here is just like, God, you're so good. The fact that I still have my mind, like, God, you're so good. The fact that I have my health, the fact that I've learned so much, it's just like I accredit it all to God. And so yeah, that's basically why I got baptized, because I just decided to finally take God serious. And I'm not even saying in these last 2 years. Like, yeah, the relationship building has happened these last 2 years, but like me taking God serious has probably been like the last like 6 to 7 months, where in getting this relationship with Jesus, I knew that he was asking me to put certain things down, and I was ignoring it for a while. I was like, but like, how you gonna pray to hear God's voice, and then when he starts talking to you, you don't want to respond? I had to sip on that for myself. But once I finally decided to stop playing and to respond when God is asking me to put something down or pick something up, and I obeyed him, then I realized, like, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry. Hello?
What you doing, baby?
I'm recording a video. Can I call you back? I don't know where I was at. It's like being obedient to God and seeing that, like, he really responds to obedience. And yeah, I just knew these last couple of months that I was like, this is the life I want to live. Like, I really want to walk for Christ seriously. Like, there is no other way for me to live. There's no more being 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, I am so ready to give God, like, and be fully surrendered, because I know I'm called to so much more. I've been told that since I'm a little girl, and I never know what that meant, and I still don't know what that means for me in my life right now. But I just want to, like, I want to please God. Like, I want to live for him. I want to work for him. Like, I want to do whatever he's calling me to do. And so that's basically why I got baptized. I'm glad that he didn't have to bring me to a deep, dark spot to give my life to him. I'm just glad that these last 2 years we worked it out together. And there was definitely seasons of my life previously that felt deep and dark. But again, like, just trusting God through it all, and just, yeah, developing that relationship with him in the shortest of terms I could say. So that is why I decided to get baptized. Just like our expression of an inward decision that, like, Jesus has me. This is the life I'm living, and we're just gonna go from there. I also have started therapy. Like, that is such a huge thing for me, because for me, I was just one of those people who was like, I don't think I really need therapy. Like, there's nothing that wrong with me to feel like I need therapy. Like, what? But I was just like, I didn't really know. Like, you could just go to therapy to talk. And thankfully, my job covers, like, your first 8 sessions. So, like, then I started it, and I got so much more. Like, I've been 4 times, and I've gotten so much out of these sessions that I could have never expected. Like, I've learned so much about myself. I've learned so much about myself. Within the first session we had, she broke through so many layers of me. And there's just, like, things that I just want to improve. Like, when she asks hey, what brings you here? I was like, there's just patterns I notice in myself that I want to correct. I can be such an overthinker. I can overthink myself I could overthink myself to so much that it'll make me have a bad day. I get offended a lot. People think I'm sensitive, but I know I can be sometimes. There's just so many things that I wanted to change. And, like, what I've learned so far, if I could put it in a nutshell, is, like, I do put expectations on people without even letting them know. And I have these expectations on people, and it stems from my childhood. But what she was saying to me is, like, you cannot hold people accountable to expectations that they don't even know that you've put on them. And that just put so much in clarity for me, because it was like, you really can't. Like, people are people. And the more I grow closer to God, I realize, like, we are all so, like, flawed. And when you see yourself more, like, the closer you get to God and the more he exposes yourself, it's like you can't help but to give grace to other people. So, like, growing closer to God mixed with therapy, like, I've just been learning so much about myself. I've been changing the way I react to certain things, the way I look at other people, because it's like once you start seeing that you got a lot of internal work to do, it's like I don't have time to be looking and judging anybody else. And there's just more grace that comes with that, I feel. There was a lot of people that I thought I forgave and moved forward with, and I didn't. And she gave me homework on like, do you want to forgive this person? And if you do, what will it take? And just those two simple questions and applying it to certain people in my life, like it just opened so much for me. So much for me. I never thought I was an anxious person. And we just realized that like the things that I'm saying, like, oh, I'm overthinking it, that is like basically just high functioning anxiousness or like high functioning anxiety. I forgot what she named it as, but she gave me so many techniques of like just grounding yourself when you get in those moments of just becoming scared or overthinking or about to like deep something that doesn't need to be deep. It's just like, give it a second. Whatever thought is about to take you down that stumbling path where you can ruin your day, like hold captive of the one thought. Think, is this a rational thought? If it's a rational thought, can we fix it now? And if we can't, what can we do? If it's not, throw it away and move forward. It's just so, like, I really do love my therapist. She's helped me so much. It's actually insane because I ended up finding that she's Christian. Because I do my sessions virtual. She lives in Arlington now, and she knows exactly the church I go to. It was just like that. For me, I was like, oh my God, you know all my business, and you close. I don't know. You know, we might have mutuals. And that was another thing. It was so hard for me to open up the first few sessions because I'm thinking like I'm talking to somebody who knows people that I know, but like I'm acting like I'm not protected by HIPAA. And I was just like, yeah, this person would da da da. And I just stopped talking one time, and I was like, wait, you don't know them. I can say names. And we both just laughed because I was like, I'm not used to this. I don't know what to do. But yeah, just talking to her has helped me so much. Like, so much. And I'm just going to continue to work with her. Like, I thought I would have to go weekly, but now I'm at the point where I'm like, I can start going bi-weekly. Because it's like, sometimes it ain't that much that happen in a week. And once those first 2 to 3 sessions of us talking, we unpacked so much. I just think that now I don't need to see her weekly. Because it's like, also, these sessions are free right now. And if I have to start paying for them, like, I need to make sure I have something to talk about. That was just another little update I wanted to update you guys on it. And if you're thinking about therapy, 10 out of 10 recommend. Please go to therapy. So what's next for me? What am I about to do with my YouTube? Like, what am I planning on doing? Just in life in general, actually. But what's next for me? I'm very scared. Because I don't know yet. I'm just not going to even say too much, but I do feel like something crazy big is about to happen. I'm going to take a huge risk on myself. I'm going to just bet on myself and just like trust that like it's time to move. Like if God is telling me to move now, then it's time to move, and I don't want to miss that. As you all know, I love cooking. We do catering. We've done meal preps. On the weekends we do plate sales and pop-ups. So like I just want to take this to a new level. Like, I feel like I'm giving so much time to my job that I don't see myself really building a career in. And it's taking away from, like, a passion of mine that could become a career. And I just want to take it serious. Like, I think it's just time to take it serious. And, yeah, so I think so what's next? I'm like, what is next? I don't know. Me and guys still working on what's next. But I do think it's just time to bet on myself. I think it's time to go full-fledged with this and see how it works out. Even with my YouTube and stuff, like my job takes away so much time. Like I can't make as much videos as I want to. I miss out on opportunities to make videos with certain people. And I just feel like I can't give it my all. And I know that sounds like an excuse, but like I work a very demanding job. And when I leave it, I will tell y'all all about it. But my job's so demanding, and like sometimes when I come home, I really just need to like decompress because I'm 24, and like the amount of stuff I have to hear on a daily basis of people's personal lives, the amount of things I have to carry from work, it's so heavy sometimes. So like, no, I don't feel like picking up a camera all the time. And even the videos that I do push through to get to, I'm like just so grateful for. So yeah. So yeah, what's next is you guys can expect so much more content, like YouTube videos, shorts, and like, love you guys. But can y'all go head over to my other social media too? I got a TikTok. My TikTok do not like me. I'm over TikTok. I have Instagram. Like, can y'all like take a moment and go follow these? Please and thanks. Please and thanks. Yeah, just expect so much more cooking content, so much more sitting down, vlogs. I think you guys really like the vlogs. I feel like the vlogs and the sit downs are the two videos that do good on my page. So much more to come. Yeah, I'm just grateful for it. And yeah, so I don't know how I forgot to mention this, but my friend surprised me last night with a like congratulations to 1,000 subscribers, which I was so grateful for because like I feel like for other people I'm always that person who thinks like, let me surprise, let's do this. So to know my friends like managed to surprise me and they even thought this was such a big milestone for them to even celebrate me with is just crazy to me. I was so grateful for it. I didn't have my camera on me, obviously, but I'm going to insert some clips right here of our fun night of we have celebrating. Wow, guys.
Yeah, this one's fun.
Look what they... Actually, this one just came to buy food earlier.
And they had to
No expectation of this one. She just said she wanted a girls' night. Just us two. What? You know, like I'm a minute. Hello, fight back. Just start swinging so crazy. There we go. Fight her. Hit her.
I'm gonna need some on the block.
I just tried. Okay, y'all both blocking. I see you.
Strategy.
Ooh, I see you. So when she wasn't paying attention, you hit.
She's
That's what you charged. Okay, block a little bit, Steph. Come on, block.
No.
And yeah, it was just a good night overall. Just for them to surprise me, us to spend the rest of the night literally yap session. And yeah, I'm just grateful. I am still on this sober journey, guys. I haven't drank in 6 weeks. And so what's next is, I think I was just being called to put it down because God needed to know I didn't need to depend on it. And so I don't know if it's a lifetime decision that I'm going to change, but right now I'm just like, I don't need it. Still working on modesty. And it's not like, oh, I took God serious and I feel like he's telling me to do all these things. It's just personal convictions of mine. So I'm just taking you guys on this journey with me. But my problem is I try to dress modest, but the dress that looks so modest on the model, because I have like bigger boobs, it just be too much sometimes. But we're still on track to trying that. And yeah, that's like a lot of the updates that I have for right now. I just really wanted to make this video to say thank you. Thank you to 1,000 subscribers. I cannot even believe. Yeah, it's just time to go up more, guys. It's time to just go up more. So let this be inspiration to whoever is wanting to start YouTube and doesn't think they can make it past 100 like I did in my first video. Yeah. With determination, consistency, you can do it. So thank you to the community of people that we're building. Like, I hope, like, I want to interact with everyone more. Like, can y'all, like, leave comments? I be seeing y'all viewing, but don't nobody be commenting for real. Like, I want to know y'all. Y'all all up in my business. I want to know y'all too. But, yeah. Love you guys. Please, 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 please. Like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.
Me. Can't focus on